Welcome to r/petty revenge, where a school bully gets put in his place. Our next Reddit post is from Alfalfa Floozy. Some background. I'm an American who was born and raised in the South. I have an obvious dialect. Also, English is a second language for most people here. Language barriers are not uncommon. All of this comes into the revenge. Years ago, I worked in a call center. It was a large company with English and Spanish departments. I worked in the English department, but sat next to our Spanish department. I handled billing. No one calls billing in a good mood, but in general, they're angry with the company, not the rep. You calm them down, fix the issue, and you're off to the next call. Few customers are memorable, but this one I will never forget, and I still laugh. This call happened on a busy day with long wait times. This just made the revenge sweeter. The call went like this. Thank you for calling blah blah blah. I want an American on the phone. What? I said I want an American on the phone. Ma'am, I'm an American. At this point, I can only assume I'm not speaking the right language. Un momento, por favor. I put her on hold, transfer her over to the Spanish line, and just giggled to myself. But it didn't end there. The lines were starting to calm down, and I was chatting with one of the Spanish reps when his desk mate pops up and says she's got a psycho on the phone. It was the woman I transferred. She was going ballistic. The Spanish rep had her on mute while talking to us. I apologized and told her what happened, and she started laughing. Then she looks right at me and said, I'm gonna put her back in the Spanish queue. The Spanish department had a blast laughing at this crazy woman as they kept putting her back in the queue. I don't know if she ever got her issue fixed. Then again, we never found out what the issue was either. She was too busy yelling at everyone. Moral of the story, be nice to phone reps. Down in the comments, we had this story from Legitimate Lion. I worked in a call center and I had a guy scream at me for stealing American jobs. And once I had a lady ask me, where are you from? I can't understand your accent. I'm from the US. No, but where were you born? In the US. No. Where were your parents born? In the US? Well, I'm from the US and we don't sound like you. Our next Reddit post is from Susan Stohelit. I'm a 50-year-old woman, and last week I was told by a 12-year-old boy I was too fat and too old to understand handball. I watched him play with the other kids for a bit, and he was a complete douchebag about it all. He deliberately taunted the younger kids, promised them he wouldn't get them out, then sent devastatingly fast balls at their heads and point and laugh when they got out. He changed the rules so he never got out and blatantly cheated. I inserted myself into the game. He was very condescending and promised to go easy on me. I smashed that ball all over the court. Low shots, high shots, balls with spin. He didn't stand a chance. The best bit was, after I got him out for the 4th time, all the other kids cheered. I spent the rest of the afternoon teaching the younger kids how to play while he sulked in the corner. Petty AF and immature as hell, but super satisfying to see him get his comeuppance. Yes, I'm a terrible person, but he was much nicer to the other kids the next day. So I distinctly remember when I was like 10 or something, I was having a conversation with one of my friends. I remember arguing that if all the kids in the world got into a war with all the adults in the world, then the kids would inevitably win because all the adults would be too afraid to harm children. So I guess what I'm trying to say is kids are freaking stupid. I'm 12 and I'm gonna kick your butt, grown adult. Oh no, I've instantly lost. How could this happen? Our next Reddit post is from Allegan Brielsch. So I live on a student residence with shared flats on every floor. I live on the 9th floor and usually take the only bus to university, so I have to be at the bus stop at exactly 9:10 a.m. The next bus is at 9:40, which is too late for me. One girl living on floor number 10 usually calls the elevator and keeps the door from closing while she waits for her friend to be ready, which keeps everyone from using the elevator from 9 to 9:08. After 3 straight days of this happening and having to go down the stairs, I decided to get my revenge. Every time I would go down the stairs, I would call the elevator on every single floor, making it stop on the 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th. they would usually lose the bus. And I would be able to see them from the bus as they exit the building and gazed at the bus. They started ranting about it on the residents' WhatsApp group. About people being selfish and major buttholes who don't care about anyone else. And how they were late to an important exam. Some random guy then sent a picture of the girl holding the elevator open with her backpack, along with the caption, "Selfish?" All hell broke loose after that. Her floor mate started complaining about how one of them would just toss her cigarettes on the organic trash and smoke in the hallways. Another girl was pissed about how she would just drop her done cigarettes on random dishes and glasses when smoking in the kitchen. 2 months after that, she got kicked out. The other girl left on her own. So I was a little surprised down in the comments because some people were saying that this type of behavior is only learned in the trailer park and that these two were trailer trash. But then I saw other comments that said they're spoiled rich girls who had probably never worked a day in their life. I'm curious, as you were listening to this story, how did you imagine these two girls? Let me know down in the comments of this video because I'm really curious. Our next Reddit post is from Sweet Buns McGee. My mom rents out her basement, which is heavy in demand in our area as we're close to the subway and bus station. The basement is furnished with its own kitchen, but the renters are free to use any additional space in her fridge if theirs is full. One renter decided to use that as a go-ahead to take whatever was available in the fridge and later on the dining table. My mom was too nice to say something, but she can be a bit of a troll. One day, she set out some eggs on the table, as she does sometimes when she cooks some hard-boiled eggs for me and my sister. The renter, on her way out, saw the free snack and pockets a couple on her way out. Needless to say, they broke in her pocket while she was walking. Half an hour later, she comes back to the house to get a change of clothes, never making eye contact with my mom. I don't think I've heard any complaints about missing food again after that day. So I guess you could say that now the renter is walking on eggshells around your mom. Our next Reddit post is from Granite Honcho. Back in college, I lived in a 6-man apartment-style dorm that had shared living spaces and 3 bathrooms. Some of my roommates had guests over one weekend when I was out of town, and when I got back on Sunday night, I noticed that my razor had hair stubble in it. I didn't think much about it, but it was one of those expensive refill razors. And later on, one of the guests asked me if it was okay if they'd use my razor. I was kind of miffed about what this lazy butthole had done, so I told him I was okay with it, but that he should probably get checked out for hepatitis B since I was infected since age 12. I wasn't. When I had a bad blood transfusion in Vietnam when my family was on vacation. The entire group hearing this dropped silent, and the offending douchebag turned white. I told him, "Sorry man, I didn't expect you to use my razor, otherwise I would have given you a new blade or disinfected it for you. You better get a blood test." The guy asked me if I was serious, and I said, as serious as a heart attack and 2 kidney failures. A few hours later, my roommate asked me if it was true, and I said yes. I'm guessing his friend must have messed his pants. I let the lie go for about a week and then I fessed up. Evil person that I am. Even without the Hep B, why on earth would you use someone else's razor? That's gross, like using someone else's toothbrush. Maybe even worse because you have no idea what that guy uses that razor for. Maybe he shaves his chest hair, maybe his pubes, maybe his butthole hair. Do you really want that razor being dragged across your face? Our next Reddit post is from Hank the Tank. So for starters, I'm really a chill and laid back guy. Today is my birthday, and I was heading into the office and decided to treat myself to a McDonald's coffee. I know, you're already impressed. Birthday and all, and I'm splurging by getting coffee from McDonald's. What can I say? I'm pretty freaking boring. Anyway, I'm going through the drive-thru, and it's one of the divided ones where the lines are supposed to stagger in a zipper fashion so as to promote efficiency and not screw up the orders. So I choose the inside lane and make my order at the speaker box. The car in the outside lane has already ordered, and I wave her on in front of me. There's a slight pause at the window apparently, and when she goes, the car directly behind her, some grunt in a white Honda, just darts in directly behind her, almost clipping my front end. All the while blasting her effing horn and glaring at me like I just slapped her effing kid or something. Typically, I would respond in kind to that sort of thing, but I run a business in this fairly small town, and you never know who's watching. So I just smiled at her, which seemed to have pissed her off even more. Just then, I remembered my son's girlfriend was working the window. So I called her cell and told her I was in line. I asked her to take a look at the white Honda and please give her the royal treatment. When the woman got to the window, she was told that her order would take a few minutes and could she pull over to the waiting area and they would bring it out. I could hear some of the exchange at the window and could make out that she was none too happy. As I passed by her while sipping my coffee, I politely waved. I got a text back later in the morning from my son's girlfriend that they got her order wrong 3 times. Yes, it was petty, but do I feel pleasantly vindicated by this event? Indeed I do. Happy birthday to me. Down in the comments, we have a similar story from Long Easy. This reminds me of a story that my fiancé told me about last night. One time, the two of us were heading to the In-N-Out near us for lunch where they have a similar style 2-lane split and then zipper merge after you order. If anyone's been to In-N-Out, then you know at lunchtime the line can get pretty long, so they often have people waiting outside to take the order rather than have you order at a box so they can get the orders going sooner. Anyway, we pulled into the parking lot for the plaza it was in and made our way around. I could see in the distance there was a car driving aggressively towards where the line starts from the other entrance to the parking lot. Just as I was about to make my right turn into the lanes, the guy speeds up, makes a left turn, and cuts right in front of me. Normally, I probably would have gotten pissed off, but when my fiancé is around, I tend to keep a cooler head than normal. So I didn't even say anything at all, and the line was actually very short at the moment, so no big deal. Anyway, the lane split, and Mr. Burger Time takes the left lane, and I take the right lane. For whatever reason, the person who's taking the order comes to my car window first, despite the fact that he saw him pull in first. My fiancé and I are laughing at this point, but place our order very politely and say thank you to the kid for our order. He then walks over to the other guy, who's fuming at this point, and I hear him say, since my window is also still open, "You know, I cut that butthole off so I could get ahead of him, and you still served him first." My fiancé and I just completely lost it and burst out laughing. I passed the merge point before he finished ordering, so he was behind me the whole time. And we just kept laughing and laughing as I made sure to slowly creep forward the entire time, rather than stay right behind the person in front of me the whole time. How entitled does a person have to be to not only cut someone off to get ahead of them at a drive-thru, but also proudly shout that they did that when they get bumped back? Our next Reddit post is from Mr. M. Ever since day one of my job, my bosses cared little about my work and about my well-being in general. They never transitioned me properly through training and never had time for me because they don't know anything about my work. I had to train myself. When I finally found another opportunity, I was like, F this company and the bosses. I handed in my 2 weeks notice. HR contacted me and sat me in a meeting with my bosses to pressure me to stay longer because they needed some more time to find a replacement. My job is very important for industrial work, and if I'm not around, the industrial work would have to halt. I asked if I would be paid more for staying longer, and I was told no. I said, okay, I'll be happy to stay an extra week, but after that, I won't be able to stay any longer. Little did they know that I had accumulated sick leave. I don't get compensated for my remaining sick leave days, and I called in sick for the entire week. Best of luck, y'all. And down in the comments, we have a couple of similar stories. The first from Camel Walk. I'm a licensed practical nurse, and I put in a 2-week notice at a hospital one time, and the unit manager told me, "Well, we have a 3-week notice policy here." I said okay and did exactly what OP did. And then we have a similar story from Shelby, and even though it's posted underneath a petty revenge story, this is clearly pro-revenge. I gave a douchebag I used to work for a 2 weeks notice to correct my pay rate, or I quit. My check was short, and when I looked at my pay stub, I was getting paid 25% less than what I agreed to when I started. When I brought the discrepancy to his attention, he told me I was on probation for my first 90 days, and then he would consider adjusting my pay. I told him that was BS. I was never told about a reduced start rate for probationary period, or even a probationary period at all. He needed to either correct it on my next check, or I was done. Consider this my notice. Next paycheck, it still wasn't corrected, and I walked. He was shorthanded as it was, and I knew my leaving would screw up a couple of contracts he was already struggling to meet the deadline on. As I was going out the door, he stopped me and tried to tell me it was illegal to not give a notice. I just laughed in his face and told him I gave him my 2 weeks notice already, and besides, he was full of garbage. There's no such requirement. He begged me to stay, offered to fix my pay right then and there. I told him too late, you had your chance, but decided to screw me over thinking I wasn't going to follow through. I already had another job lined up with a better schedule and better pay. I reported him to the State Department of Labor for what he tried to pull with me and some other stuff that he was doing to other employees. I also blew the whistle on him to OSHA for all the safety violations there. That he was making everyone work without proper personal protection equipment, and he wasn't licensing and training equipment operators. OSHA came in and nailed him to the wall. He got a $50,000 fine. The state came in and found so many payroll irregularities, he got charged with tax fraud and several other crimes and got 5 years in prison. He tried to blame it on his secretary, and she turned around and dropped the bombshell that they were having an affair, that he pressured her into it or she would lose her job. The secretary sued him for sexual harassment, and that was still going on over a year later when I lost track of everything when I went out of state. Last I heard, this douchebag's wife was divorcing him as well. Alright, OP, so let me make sure I've got the sequencing correct here. First, he got fined $50K. Then, he got blasted on tax evasion and went to prison for 5 years. Then, while he was still in prison, he got sued for sexual harassment. And then his wife left him. Oh my god, OP, talk about scorched earth. That was r/petty revenge, and if you like this content, then check out my podcast where I publish the exact same content. Also, hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit videos every single day. Welcome to r/nice guys versus r/nice girls, where you get to decide which group is crazier. First up is r/nice guys. I am no longer a feminist ally. I do everything for feminists and they appreciate nothing. I'm patient, I'm kind, I'm understanding, I'm accommodating, and I do not practice toxic masculinity. Yet, when a feminist is single, I do get turned down and they go date a toxic male. What the F is the point of me being a feminist ally if they treat me like I don't effing matter? There is nothing in it for me. You are going to lose all if you keep being hypocrites. Yeah, I agree. What's the point of supporting women's rights if they're not going to be your sex slave afterwards? I mean, that's just rude. Happy birthday, baby. I'm no baby, I'm 19, lol. It's just the way I talk, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Oh boy, haha. Wow, I wish you happy birthday, and this is what you say. F you, you dumb, stupid jerk. Grow the F up. Ha ha ha. Add me back, please. Please. Come on, really, I'm a nice guy, okay? You wouldn't want to test my patience. Even my inner demons get the chills when that happens. Nothing says I'm a nice guy quite like physically threatening someone. Man rapes woman, exploiting her sexual resources as she hopes it stops. Woman friend zones man, exploiting his emotional resources as he hopes for more. Both are equally harmful. Both should be equally punished. Dude, are you actually saying that a woman friend zoning a man is as harmful as real, legitimate rape? That's 5 out of 5 yikes from me, dude. I'm such a nice guy to her, and I always put up with her mood swings and let her cry to me and stuff, and I'm so in the friend zone she openly talks about effing other guys. That is what's called being a friend. If you were such a nice guy, you wouldn't be complaining about her treating you like a friend. If you only put up with her in hopes that maybe one day she'll bang you, you're not a nice guy and you don't deserve to have her. The only reason you don't deserve to be in the friend zone is because you're not a friend at all. You're a selfish prick who puts your dong before her feelings. This might be the most perfect example of r/nice guys I've ever seen in my life. This guy just got told, and I'd like to think he actually listened, but I doubt it. And in this next post, the girl in this conversation is an iron worker. This is apparently a conversation she had with a coworker. What if we got together? I could add a group at noon. What are you getting into today? Maybe that nice rear of yours? Kidding. I'm not sure. Lol, yeah, not sure my boyfriend would be into that. Boyfriend? It's not like we're having intercourse. Your butt would be very exciting in underwear. Just kidding again? Lol. There's many other things we could do besides me like a gentleman. Maybe a back rub that hits the glutes. I bet you're sore. I'll stop. Forgive my silliness. Okay, bud. Dial it back. About to move into my new apartment in November. Cold days coming up. It's really awesome to be able to talk to you and have fun just between us, totally unrelated to work. I would never say anything bad about you. Thank you, lol. I hope you wouldn't either. I wouldn't. What's this all about? I was texting about your and butt. Just hoping it all stays between us. I'm definitely a rude dickhead. No matter what, I would never tell another iron worker what happened between us. And then, about 2 weeks later, he says, Dang, I thought we could just hang. I bet it feels good for a mentally challenged treatment patient like yourself to drag others down. You are aware I never even implied I had anything to do with you sexually at all. And I'm just ignoring you, hoping you'll just shut the F up. But instead, you're just getting more and more aggressive/insane? You know that, right? You act like I have any interest in you or your dong, but I don't. Accept that and leave me alone. My favorite thing about this post is when the guy says, I hope this stays between us. Because here this post is now on r/his YouTube channel with 1.3 million subscribers. Sorry, bud. Now everyone can see how much of an r/nice guy you are. So, where you want to meet? I don't know. Honestly, I've had a terrible day and I'm not ready to commit to doing anything tomorrow yet. So why don't we talk tomorrow and figure it out then? What are you doing now, lol? Are you alone? In this weather, we should be together. We should be together to forget our stuff. Lol, me too. I had a hard day. No, I am serious. This is the life after work or something hard. I can't be better only with girl. For you it's the same, believe me. You give me good massage, I give you nice massage. I take care of you, you take care of me. Care. F that stuff, we have just one life. That's a lot, man. You're coming on a little strong here. I don't care, lol. You wanna come slowly, do what you want, lol. Yeah, alright, I will. Are you alone? That's a weird question to ask. You don't wanna come to my place? No, I already said that. Okay, stay like that in your house in this weather. Alright, I will stay warm in my house instead of going out in -20 degrees to a stranger's house. I'm not stranger. I'm good guy more than you think. If you come, we will pass good time together. We eat, we play, we drink, we we jump. Dude, I already said no. Twice. Okay. I don't know if this belongs in r/nice guys or r/I had a stroke. In this next post, OP's friend works at a local mechanic and was hit on by a customer. Shortly after, this business review turned up on Google. Review 1 star. Been coming here for years and never left a review up until now. Haven't had a problem until the girl with the red dreads started working there. She never greets me, even though I have only ever been nice to her. The time I asked for her number, she was a jerk to my face. She told me to F off grunt the last time I was in, when I had nicely asked her out for dinner. Usually, I would rate this business 5 stars. However, this girl, she does seem to know the answer to every question. I've tested her to make sure she knows what she's talking about. But her attitude towards guys simply complimenting her is rude. Ah yes, because nothing turns on ladies more than guys condescendingly testing their knowledge. I'm that type that'll put a blanket on a drunk woman and not smash. Check it out, ladies. This guy is not a rapist. That pretty much makes him grade A husband material. So, we together or nah? This is me swallowing my pride to double text you. I think it's better we don't talk. Do you ever give up? But I love you. No, you don't. What did I do so wrong? And why are you telling me how I feel? You are a shallow, egotistical jerk. You lied about having a girlfriend and almost made me your side girl. Then, when I uncovered who you really are, you stalked me for months. Blank, will you please leave me alone? I didn't have a girlfriend when I was talking to you. I dumped her when I met you. Why on earth would you think that's right? Because I don't cheat. I'm a rare guy. I'm hot and I'm a one-woman man. You should be happy that I only want you. Are you effing serious? Please tell me you're joking. No, I will not apologize for being confident. You should be too, because you're hot and will make beautiful children. Girls don't want guys who are also good looking because you think we're too good to be true. I'm for real. I dumped that girl because I finally found what I wanted. Wow, I have nothing else to say to you. So basically what this guy is saying is, I won't cheat on you, babe, but the second a hot girl shows up, I'm out of here. And now on to r/nice girls. Ariana is my cousin. Not in Alabama. Why are you so concerned about every friend/relative that I have that you've never met, lol? Because you might be cheating on me. Lady, what? We aren't dating. You don't know this. Apparently, OP isn't the only one. Banana Deity down in the comments has this contribution. I had a very short friendship with a girl I went to high school with. We started talking on Instagram and she ended up texting all of our mutual friends and told them that we were dating. The funny part is, she never notified me of this setup in our relationship, and I only found out after one of those mutuals asked me about it. We lost contact pretty quickly because she started getting really clingy all of a sudden and was threatening to hurt herself if I didn't give her attention 24/7. Hey, do you send nudes? Not unless you send first. WTF is wrong with you? You're such a pig asking for somebody's body just so you can get off from it. Didn't you ask me first? F off, I'm blocking you. Took the words right out of my mouth. F you, grunt. Judging by the conversation, I'm not exactly sure if this is a nice girl or a sucky attempt at blackmailing this guy. Either way, this person's a loser. Men wouldn't be so lonely if they stopped jumping to every 5'1" woman they see. Short girls have no worth at all and they're basically children. What's good about them? Wouldn't you rather have a girl who's actually nice, aka me? In their Tinder profile, this girl wrote, about me, we'll never get a boyfriend. It sucks so much. I don't want to live, frowny face. Guess I'm no good ever as a girl. I try so hard, I really do. I speak English. Then OP reaches out to her. Hey, I'm not looking for anything right now, but I just wanted to tell you to hang in there because you'll find that special someone one day. I've personally given up with relationships for the time being, but just for a while because I know one day I'll meet the right person and I'm sure you will too. I am the right person. Stop being selfish. Huh? Lady, I think I've just figured out why you don't have a boyfriend. You are really being rude to me right now. How the flip am I being rude? You've been spamming me all day about how you feel about me when I've told you 17 times that I have a girlfriend already. And I'll tell you as many times as I need to that she doesn't have to know. It could be our little secret. No. Man, girls like me just can't get a break. I know I'm fat and ugly, but why do you guys always have to judge everything from the outside? That's why you don't like me, right? Because I'm fat and ugly? Look, you're not fat. You're not ugly. I don't like you because I already have a girlfriend. It has nothing to do with how you look. I just love her. Wow, so you're gonna pick that Spanish bimbo over me? Are you a bundle of sticks and just lying about her? I'm done with this conversation. I'm blocking you. Bye.
You really are a bundle of sticks. That explains so much. Whatever, gay boy. I didn't even like you that much.
Man, I can never understand why, like, the go-to insult for most of these nice girls is,
well, I never wanted you anyway.
Like, clearly you did because you blew up this guy's phone. But why does virtually every single nice girl resort to that? Nice guys, I've noticed, tend to say, you'll regret this. But nice girls are always like,
whatever, I didn't want you anyway.
Alright, for this next one, buckle up, because this is long.
Oh shoot, so sorry, I didn't mean to send that. That's a little embarrassing. My old phone didn't allow me to send videos, and since I just got this one on Thursday, I'm still trying to see what I can do. And I don't know what I pressed when scrolling through my gallery, but that was a total accident. And now I'm really embarrassed, so it's best we don't talk anymore. It was nice chatting, and I wish you the best of luck. Sorry again about the video. Take care. I'm really embarrassed for sending that. That video was from over a year ago. I'm not sure what to do. I'm so embarrassed.
I tried calling you back.
Should we still talk? I called you back. Not sure what to do here, so I guess I'll just say take care. Good morning. After my embarrassing mistake last night, I just don't feel comfortable moving forward. I'm sorry. I do, however, wish you the best of luck in what you're looking for. It was wonderful to chat with you. Have a wonderful day. I'm very sorry we didn't get to meet. Maybe me accidentally sending you that attractive yet ridiculous video of me was meant to happen so we wouldn't meet because we wouldn't have worked out. Who knows? Either way, I sincerely wish you nothing but the best and I hope you find your person. I hope there's no hard feelings. Do you have hard feelings because it didn't work out? I really hope you don't. I'm really trying to be the kindest I can about it over here. I accidentally sent you an attractive video of me from a year ago and I got really embarrassed. Yet, I still am kind enough to go out of my way to at least respectfully wish you the best and let you know I don't wish to move forward rather than ghost you and leave you wondering where I went. You seem like a decent enough guy to appreciate something like that and to wish me the best in return. Maybe I was wrong and you aren't such a nice or respectful guy after all, because there's no reason you shouldn't be able to issue me the same respect. The fact you won't just tells me you must feel slighted and take me not wanting to move forward as you feeling rejected because I'm an attractive woman. If that's the case, I'm glad I know that's the real you because it seems I may have dodged a bullet and you're not such a nice guy after all. Just because I'm an attractive woman and don't want to move forward shouldn't make you feel so slighted you can't be kind and respectful to wish me the best in return. But if you can't, that says more about you than it does me, and I'm sorry to see that. I guess you weren't such a good guy after all. I don't even know why I'm apologizing for sending you an attractive video of myself from a year ago, lol. So what? Because I'm an attractive woman, you feel so slighted that I don't want to meet. You won't even wish me the best back or let me know there's no hard feelings? Because I'm hot and you feel slighted? Seriously? I'm not the last hot woman out there. You'll find someone else you know, lol. Whatever, I tried to be nice. You want to be a jerk in return just because you feel rejected by me being an attractive woman? Sorry I wasn't interested in you. I wasn't that attracted, to be honest. I used me accidentally sending that video as a cop-out so I wouldn't hurt your feelings, okay? But since you turned out to be a slighted jerk whose ego was so bruised from being rejected by me, he wouldn't even wish me the best. I feel okay telling you the brutal truth. I wasn't feeling it and wasn't attracted to you. That's why I unmatched you and used me accidentally sending a hot video of myself as the excuse. I just didn't want to hurt your feelings because I'm a nice person who thought you were nice. But since you turned out to be not so nice due to your own personal insecurities of feeling rejected by me being such an attractive woman, I no longer feel concerned for you and your feelings. I'll be blocking your number now. Glad I made the right choice and didn't get involved with a jerk like you. I could tell you had this side to you, but again, that's okay. You can be left as the jerk who wouldn't wish me the best, all because I'm attractive and it makes you feel rejected like you're somehow not enough, when that isn't the case at all. You are enough, you just weren't for me or my type. I hope you're able to work on your insecurities and hopefully learn to be kind in return when someone is being kind to you. I really did enjoy chatting, and had you not chosen to be a jerk by blowing my kind and respectful attempt off rather than ghost you, I would have at least considered being friends. I'm not an insecure jerk who blows people off when they're kind and showing me respect because of my insecurities and feeling rejected like you. So I still wish you the best. I'd rather be left as the kind person than the jerk for no reason, so I'll just leave that on you. I'm sorry you couldn't wish me the best over me not being interested. Again, it doesn't mean you aren't enough. I'm sure you're just for another woman. Goodbye.
Hey, I just got out of a meeting. Just saw all your texts. I think you're right. We're not for each other. Wish you the best.
Again, thanks for being a jerk just because I didn't want to meet. Glad you agree. Makes me feel better knowing me not being interested didn't hurt you. Take care. I just got your message. Thanks, and I wish you well also. My signal strength isn't the best out here in Pasadena for the video shoot, so I don't know why you sent me that response. But I'm glad me not being interested didn't hurt you. I sincerely am. Take care of yourself. And hopefully one of these messages reaches you cause it keeps saying it failed to send due to poor signal. Anyway, I gotta run. They're about to start shooting again and I have to put my phone away. Hopefully one of my texts I tried sending once I received your response goes through cause it's saying none of them are except one it looks like. Have a good day and good luck. Oh, and sorry for calling you a jerk. Clearly I was mistaken. I really thought you were being one. I get guys being complete jerks to me whenever I'm not interested, even when I'm kind about it. And I've gotten enough to wear my tolerance levels down, and I apologize if I wrongfully reacted to you on that if you were not doing that. Anyways, take care. P.S. I won't block your number since you ended up not being a jerk like I thought you were. With that said, I know I wasn't interested in a romantic way, but I make an amazing friend, and because I did enjoy chatting with you, I'd be open to being friends at the very least. So, I would like to offer my friendship to you if you would like to be friends.
So, this is what it would be like if YouTubers did outros the way this lady writes text messages. That was r/nice guys versus nice girls, and I really appreciate you watching this video. And so I want to bid you goodbye until the next video, but before you do, make sure to like. And I just want to say goodbye because it's so important to me that you watch this video, and I really like that you watch it, so I just want to say goodbye. But before I say goodbye in this video, I just wanted to say to you goodbye because I really appreciate you watching this video. So, on that note, I guess it's time for me to say goodbye. Take care, this is me signing off. I guess I'll get offline now. This is the end of the video, and really, it's just the part of the video where I say goodbye. And I really want to make sure you understand that this is the end of the video where I say goodbye to you because there's nothing else to say except goodbye. Goodbye. Welcome to the r/nice guys versus r/nice girls showdown, where we find out who is creepier. And to kick things off, let's start with r/nice guys.
Hi.
Hi, who's this?
I got your number from a friend who you work with. I hope that's okay.
That's a bit creepy.
I wanted to ask you on a date.
I have a boyfriend and we have a kid together. Sorry, but no thank you.
Just because you have a kid together doesn't mean we can't have a date.
No, but the fact we're in a relationship does.
Please let me take you on a date.
Dude, no.
Fine, then F you. You don't even deserve to go on a date with me. I'm so nice and your boyfriend's a douche. I treat you better than he does.
Doubt that, but carry on.
You're a slut. You have a kid and you're not even married. If you dated me, we'd get married and have as many kids as you want. Why aren't you answering me? Hello? I'm sorry. Please let me take you on a date.
If I ever have a daughter, when she turns like 10 or 11, I think I'm gonna sit her down and show her this sub. Listen, sweetie pie, these are the guys you have to watch out for. These are the warning signs. This next one is a quote from a serial killer, Michael Bruce Ross. He raped his victims, including two 14-year-old girls. Then he smiled sheepishly before adding, "You know, they call me a serial killer, right? Well, I've only killed 8 women. Big deal. There are a lot more guys you could meet, and they've killed dozens more than me. And in that context, I'm a nice guy. I'm such a nice guy, really." On his Tinder profile. How many people have you killed? Well, only 8 people, and just a couple of them were children. No big deal. I'm still a really nice guy. So, on this next post, a police officer used the cop database to find the Instagram account of a 20-year-old woman. Nope, why? "'Cause I just figured out why I know you." "Oh, how?" "Well, the last time we met, I was in a police uniform. It was some BS call at your dad's house, I think." "It wasn't BS. My dad got abused by his girlfriend, and she broke into our house, and the police officers claimed they couldn't do anything. I remember the situation. I just don't remember you specifically. I'm sorry." "Sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like it wasn't a big deal. I just remember your name because it was a unique spelling. I think I was there for the first call, not the one where she broke in." "Is there a reason you followed me and messaged me?" "Officer Nice Guy liked your post. Officer Nice Guy liked your post. Officer Nice Guy liked your post." And it goes on and on. So, just to give you an idea of how illegal and insane this is, I went through the post to see if anyone in law enforcement chipped in. Foot in the Crease says, "A friend of mine was a rookie and did the same thing, except it was an address and phone number. He was fired, part of an internal affairs investigation, because cops tracking people are monitored. She got some sort of settlement, and he says he was just trying to get her license plate to save in his contacts." And then Dong Suvia says, "I had a supervisor at my old job tell me he looked up everyone at work on his friend's database. I told HR and they fired him." OP, this sounds super illegal and at the very least horrifyingly creepy. Please report this guy. "You're effing gorgeous." "Thank you." "No problem. Let me take you out one night." "I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry. I appreciate the offer though." "It wasn't an offer. It was almost a demand. Not in a rude way, but you really don't get a choice. One date, and I promise we'll have fun. You won't even look back at your boyfriend." That's creepy as frick and scummy as frick. Please leave me alone. "You weren't thinking that when you gave me your Insta, though. Females really are wild." "I gave you my band's Instagram 2 years ago because you asked how to find out about future shows. You never followed that account, but you stalked it to find my personal account and followed it. We haven't spoken since. Please leave me alone." "You females are wild. This is what I get for trying to be a good guy. F you and your wimpy boyfriend. Probably no job, wussy butt with a little dick. And you have no butt. I remember that, so you really need to get off your high horse." So, a date where the girl doesn't have a choice to say no. I think we have a word for that. Oh yeah, kidnapping. "Hey, you good, yeah?" "Sorry, I don't have this number. Who is this?" "Blank. I got your number off of Blank's phone." "Oh, her cousin, yeah? Is she okay?" "Yeah, she good. I just wanted to ask you something. You want to go for a drink sometime? I see you like cocktails, and I know a nice place." "Thanks for the invite, but I have a boyfriend. I'm surprised Blank gave you my number. She knows this." Nah, it ain't her fault. I got it from her contacts on her laptop. I saw you at the party last week and just thought you looked fine, so man's gotta try, you know." "Okay, that's kinda weird. I'm gonna tell Blank you were through her private information. Please delete my number." Nah, baby, give me a chance. I ain't weird, I'm a good guy, and I'll treat you right. Your man's got nothing on me, I promise." "Please don't call me, baby. I don't know you. I'm not gonna leave my boyfriend of 6 years for a person who has basically stolen my number from a friend of mine." "F you, you dumb jerk. You literally don't know what you're missing stuck with your white boyfriend.
I don't know how he's put up with your talk down tone cause you think you're so effing smart and better than everyone else. Go F yourself, you ugly hoe. The word you're looking for is condescending, as in, I don't know how he's put up with your condescending tone. I sent a screenshot of this to Blank and I'm going to block you now and go for a drink with my boyfriend. You do that, you effing ugly sket. I swear I only messaged you to be nice cause I felt bad no other man was talking to you at the party. But see where that gets the good guys like me? You women are all the same. Take your mammal-sized self and your bougie attitude away from me. What does mammal-sized self mean? All humans are mammals. Sent Monday, 1:35 p.m. Hey, can we be friends? Sent Monday, 5:33 p.m. Never mind, I'll unfriend you by shaking my effing head, ho. Took him 3 hours and 58 minutes. Couldn't even last 4 hours before going full incel. So all of that has been quite traumatic. Holy cow, bless you, that's awful. Can I help? I'm thinking beer and passionate hugging, haha. I'm thinking not a chance. I'm with Blank and incredibly happy. Okay, well, a touch aggressive I think to simply tell me you're happy. Yeah, I definitely should have been less aggressive when receiving unwanted propositions. The only way that jumping into bed with this guy is going to make her life better is if the passionate hugging is so bad that it makes her forget her real problems. That was r/nice guys. Now on to r/nice girls. So on this next post, the girl dumped the guy and then she messaged him a few days later. Okay, but you're also psychotic. Can you please just lose my contact? Oh my god. No. Why can't you just listen? I'm so nice to you all the time. I do absolutely everything for you. I'm nice. I don't get it. I'm like the perfect girl. So why do you act like this? Absolutely everything? So what? Is cheating on me with other dudes everything? I don't care what you say. I'm sick and tired of listening to your BS. I can't take it anymore. I am always there for you and I never hurt you, but you keep doing this. Alright, have fun in life. Okay, bye. Waving goodbye emoji. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I don't want this to end. You mean so much to me. So just, let's put it aside, okay? What do you not understand about no? I just don't get why you've been acting like this lately. It's not like I did anything. I'm nice, understanding, compassionate, but you still go for the other girls. Because we have already broken up. You're the one who cheated and broke it off for F's sake. I don't care to talk to you anymore. We're done here. I only cheated because you were talking to other girls. I figured you don't even like me anymore, right? Yeah, I was. To my coworker about her taking over my shift because I was trying to spend time with you. But we're done. I've said this already. You're just full of excuses. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. You don't know how good you have it. Have fun with your jerks. I'm actually single right now and quite happy about it. You're just like the other guys. You don't know how good you have it until it's gone. Hope you learned your lesson. Nowadays, a girl gets more attention showing off her body and being a slut than actually being a decent human being. If that's what you like to think. For the last time, goodbye. You hate me, don't you? What kind of effed up logic is this? It's not like I did anything wrong. I only cheated on you because you were trying to spend more time with me. You need to burn your phone and move out of state. This lady is nuts. And on this next post, it's gonna seem like I'm trying to fat shame this woman, and trust me, I'm not. The funny thing about this post isn't that this woman is overweight, it's the last line. Buckle up because you're in for a twist ending. If I had to summarize myself in one word, I think it would have to be selfless, because that's exactly how I've been for as long as I can remember. I never put myself before others. And it's not because I don't think I'm important or something. I'm just a very giving and loyal person, and it shows in my relationships. The thing is, most of the guys I'm attracted to don't ever give me a chance to show them what an awesome girl I am because of my weight.
Straight woman, single, 5'9", full-figured.
P.S. I do realize that it's going to take a very special and incredible
Figured.
P.S. I do realize that
Single, 5'9", full-figured.
P.S. I do realize that it's going to take a very special and incredible man to love me, and I'm okay with that. I know that the items with the most buyers usually have the cheap prices, so it's all good. I spend a lot of time thinking about what makes some guys so shallow and heartless. Did their mother not hug them when they were little? You should message me if you're okay with joining me on this journey of learning how to love myself and embracing my beauty.
And then, would you date someone who is obese?
No.
Do superficial people who place a high emphasis on physical appearance annoy you?
Yes.
If one of your potential matches were overweight, would that be a deal breaker?
Yes.
Lady, has it occurred to you that maybe it's not your weight that's turning away guys, but your disgusting hypocrisy?
Hey!
Who are you?
I want to be friends with you. Can we make that happen? Like, not in a weird way, just as a friendship.
Why do you want to be friends with me?
Because I'm an effing lonely psycho who effing needs you, you piece of garbage.
What the F? I was just asking. Don't need to go all r/nice girls on me. This lady went from 0 to 100% psycho real fast.
Okay, I'm sorry then. I would be happy to go out with you. Most guys don't necessarily mean a date. They mean Netflix and chill, or maybe a cup of coffee.
I mean, a cup of coffee can be a date. First dates are just getting to know each other, right? Doesn't have to be over the top or anything.
Well, a cup of coffee just doesn't make it seem like you care much about making a first impression, in my opinion.
I mean, I like to judge people based on how they act as opposed to where they take me. What qualifies as caring to you?
Lol, okay, if you're gonna play that and can't even go bowling or go to dinner, and you're going to make me feel materialistic and guilty about it, I guess I'm not interested.
That's fine. Dating to me is not about impressing you, it's about getting to know you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, but if you value the person you're going out with, maybe you'd want to try and make a decent impression or do something they want to do. But clearly you're either broke or just cheap and want to make me feel guilty about it.
Your responses here have shown me exactly how much I should value you, because you clearly only value me for money.
That's not true. Again, thanks for trying to make me feel bad because you can't afford a normal date. I guess you think dinner or bowling is too far out of budget. I'd hardly think a dinner at Longhorn or a night at a bowling alley is just wanting you for money. Sorry I'm not pretty enough or worth a regular date.
Honestly, you actually are really pretty. I just am not comfortable locking myself into 2+ hours with someone I've never met.
Guess you looked at me and thought, well, I'll meet her, but nothing that'll cost me more than $5. She's not skinny enough for that. Oh, so you just don't want to spend time with me? I'm not worth the time? Wow, okay. That hurts even worse. Thanks.
It had literally nothing to do with your looks. Coffee or drinks at a bar are my go-to first dates because either person can leave anytime they're ready.
Haha, wow. So you were just gonna dip in and dip out? Sounds like I'm really valuable. Like, okay, she's ugly, so I don't want to be seen with her for too long. 15 minutes and I'm out. You really know how to hurt a girl's feelings, just like your brother. You might have better luck with women if you try to show them that there's some kind of importance or worth an hour of your time. But unfortunately, you have decided I'm too fat/ugly and completely worthless. Luckily, I'm also suicidal, so it all works out. Makes things much better. Bye.
Honestly, I totally get why Blank dipped out now. So, this lady talks about how important a first impression is, and then spends her entire first conversation with this guy fighting with him. And on this next post, I usually don't read the timestamps, but I feel like the time is critical to understand the progression of crazy. 11:40 p.m.
Think about me naked on your bed.
11:41.
Touching myself.
11:42.
Why don't you answer me?
11:44.
I guess you won't answer. Good night.
11:48.
I guess you don't respond because I don't send you the pictures, but it's cool.
11:54.
You don't answer me?
11:57.
Oh, so it's like that.
11:58.
Don't text me no more. Delete my pictures.
You could call this How to Get Dumped in 18 Minutes by r/Nice Girls. That was r/Nice Guys versus r/Nice Girls. Let me know down in the comments who you think is creepier. And welcome to the r/Nice Guys versus r/Nice Girls showdown, where we find out who. Welcome to r/ Guys, I have a quote from an actual. You think Nice Guys versus r/Nice Girls. Let me know down in the comments who you think is creepier. And yeah, I realize I have a quote from an actual serial killer in here, but try not to judge the entire video just from that one nut job. Welcome to r/Nice Guys versus r/Nice Girls, where we find out who's creepier. So be sure to let me know down in the comments if you think nice guys are creepier or nice girls are creepier. And we're gonna kick things off with r/Nice Girls.
How tall are you?
How big are your tits?
Thank you for failing my test. My boyfriend is conducting a study on toxic men and how they get really defensive when asked about their height, and tend to try to offend women by asking about commonly known insecurities in women, like weight, or degrading them by asking about their chest size. That's what you did. Thank you for being a part of the examples of what not to do. I hope you become less toxic one day.
The irony here is palpable.
Why don't any buff guys at the gym talk to me? I think I'm a pretty cute girl, but all the guys seem so focused on their workouts. Like, seriously, guys.
Lady, a gym isn't a place to pick up girls. It's a place to pick up weights.
Hey, Blank, I had a nice time on our date, but I don't know if I felt a spark. Sorry to let you down, EXO.
Yeah, no worries. Honestly, I felt the same, but I did have a nice time. Hope you enjoyed your coffee.
WTF? Pathetic. Pretending you don't care just because you didn't get a chance with me, lol. Effing man whore, I hope your next girlfriend gives you AIDS.
Okay, I see I dodged a bullet. Have a wonderful evening. Bro, you didn't dodge a bullet. You dodged a nuke.
Why don't people like me though? I'm so nice and giving. I'm pretty, I'm nice, I'm fun, I'm outgoing, I'm funny.
You're conceited. Posted on the Atheist vs. Christians Debate Central Facebook group.
I've been dating this guy, but he has a cat that he's had for a few years. And personally, I think he's way too attached to it and affectionate about it. Sometimes he'll get home and sees his cat and goes, "There's my girl," and pet her when I'm like right there in the same room. This just seems like way too much attention for a grown man to be lavishing on a cat of all things. Do you think I could suggest he get rid of it?
Take a second, breathe, then think. You're jealous of a cat. And she thinks he's the one with a problem. I was trying to come up with a phrase like bros before hoes, but for pets, and all I can come up with is pussies before pussies, so it doesn't really work.
As much as I'm happy for them, this is a reminder that average-looking guys don't want average-looking girls. They want model-tier girls, and they don't care if she's a piece of garbage, and treats them like garbage because apparently as long as she's hot, he's satisfied. Even if she beats him or cheats on him behind his back. Most of the guys I know are average looking and they all go for the most attractive but sucky girls while telling girls like me to go away.
R/nice girls. I've never seen one in the wild. Holy cow, now this is wild. Article from The Sun. Woman sent man 159,000 texts and broke into his home naked after one date. So, if you're wondering how someone sends 150,000 texts, someone did the math down in the comments. It was over a 10-month period. That's 7,300 hours. Let's say she sleeps a 7-hour day, so that leaves her 5,170 hours to send the texts. Averages at about 30 texts an hour. Dedication, but easily done. Especially as I'm assuming she wasn't sending full paragraphs with an introduction, middle, and conclusion each time. I hope she was on an unlimited text plan with her phone network. Can you imagine the cost? So that comes out to about one text every 2 minutes from this woman for 10 straight months. On this next post, this woman had 9 affairs during their relationship and marriage, and after the divorce, she sends OP this. Subject, question. Patrick, can you please answer this? Honestly, besides me being a manipulative liar and a whore, what was wrong with me? Honestly, lady, it sounds like you kind of finished out that list yourself. User Earn Bruce said it best. Besides what's wrong with me, what's wrong with me? On this next post, OP is a competitive bodybuilder. So this just happened. Why did she have to bring up my little steroid though?
Good morning. I saw you at Walgreens this morning. I was the blonde behind you in the checkout lane. Just wanted to say that you hot as heck. Hit me up if you want to chill.
How did you get my number?
You gave it to the lady at the register for your rewards or whatever. Do you want to get breakfast or something? Or just hang out?
Super flattered, but pretty darn creeped out as well. No thank you. Have a great day.
Whatever. Don't need to be a butthole. Jerk, you probably got a little steroid dick anyway.
I really wish the guy behind her in the checkout line would randomly message her and see how she'd respond to that.
I sent my boyfriend a screenshot of it showing he's active now on Instagram, saying he's a liar for saying he's going to sleep, to then refresh it 2 minutes later and it says active 20 minutes ago. Help, I'm a psycho, gonna be single when he wakes up.
Lady, if looking at a few memes on the internet before you go to sleep is grounds for breaking up, then literally everyone on earth would be single.
To be honest, it's been a long time since I saw you. I miss you.
Haha, it's been a long time.
How's your girlfriend doing?
She's good.
That's good. She's lucky to have you.
I'm lucky to have her, too.
Lol, I mean it though. We'd be good together, I think, if you guys ever broke it off.
What?
I just mean like, if you ever get tired of her. I bet you and I would be good together.
I appreciate it, nice girl. All set on partners, though. Thanks, lol.
What? Do you think we wouldn't be?
I don't feel one way or the other about it. What I do know is that I love my girlfriend, and I'm content with this relationship right now.
So, you honestly don't think you'd be better off with me? I've literally been your friend for years. How long have you known your girlfriend? A year? Tell me why she's better than me.
I need this to stop now. Please.
Oh, you owe me an explanation. We've been friends since high school. I've been so nice to you. What was it all for?
Holy cow. Nice girl, I don't owe you anything. You clearly think we're closer than we are. And I assumed we were friends because friendship?
I don't know what to say. I would give you anything in the world.
How about... How about personal space?
Why can't you do this one thing for me? It would be absolutely amazing. What are you talking about? And by the way, your girlfriend is not that attractive. You can do way better.
Do what for you? Leave my girlfriend, whom I love dearly? You've got a very warped sense of how relationships work.
You know what? Screw it. I'm way more attractive than what you deserve. I was just trying to be nice. You don't deserve me, effing idiot.
You seem to think you're entitled to a boyfriend, and that's just really screwed up, nice girl.
You know what's screwed up? Is me being nice to you and other guys and just having them go for easy R-word girls who just want to have intercourse and move on. No one appreciates good, real people like me who have amazing personalities and would literally do anything for their partners. Sorry, butthole, but you missed out big time. Because, honestly, if you went on literally one date with me, you'd see how good things could be. We could even have intercourse on the first date. Bet your girlfriend wouldn't let you do that. I spent years in high school being your friend, even though, let's be honest, the stuff you do is boring. You're not as talented at violin as you think you are, R-word. I just pretended because I wanted you to feel good because I'm a nice person, and I do kind things for other people. But then you won't even do anything for me. All I wanted was one date. That's it. But now you don't even get that, so have fun with your sucky life and your easy girlfriends. I can't deal with this stuff anymore. Men can F off, you included.
It's like your mouth is falling down the stairs.
Eat a dick. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. Please forgive me. Just one date. That's all I need. Smiley face heart.
Next, we're going to move over to r/nice guys.
A magnet only attracts metals, things of its same nature. If all the guys you keep getting are trash, then there must be something similar in you that's attracting them. 'Cause as far as I'm concerned, I'm a decent man. Fix yourself, Haunty, and decent people will come to you.
But magnets are attracted by opposites. Literally everyone knows that, except for this one dude apparently. Literally everyone knows that.
Hey, where are you from?
India? What about you?
Oh, that's such a nice place. I'm from Florida, US.
It is, and that's cool. Where'd you find my profile from though?
From a meme page, I think. You left a comment there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, anyway, are you single?
Yeah?
That's great! Can I get your number? Would love to chat more with you. You seem like such a funny and nice person.
I'm sorry, but we don't even know each other, so I feel a bit uncomfortable about sharing my number with you. Hope you understand.
Just like every other girl, LMFAO. I was just being nice and complimenting you, but you had to be an effing jerk. Why can't girls just accept compliments and be nice back to nice guys? And now you leave on scene? What an ungrateful turd. I was being nice and polite, but you can't even return the favor.
I know, right? I shouldn't leave you on scene. Let me just block you instead, Mr. Nice Guy. I like how he criticizes every other girl. It's like that old saying, if you walk down the street and bump into a butthole, then you met a butthole. But if you walk down the street and everyone is a butthole, then you're the butthole.
Hey, gorgeous, wanna bang?
Ooh, gross, no.
Haha, wow. I even called you gorgeous.
Okay, and?
This guy's like, gosh, how many compliments do I have to pay to bang some girl? 2? See a therapist. You'll get better. Don't worry. Engineering is a degree for men. Women can't handle it or keep their emotions in check to do one class. Women are the lesser gender. They cannot be trusted with important tasks. LMAO, I want to see you blow up. You are bound to write like paragraphs. Lol, insecure woman.
You will have some trouble in the world if you believe you struggled from a light comment about women that is clearly not sexist. Is it racist if I say black guys play NBA 2K more than other races? It's not, and it's just a fact. It doesn't make me racist against blacks, it's just a comment on statistics. You hide your uncontrolled emotions by telling yourself people are saying comments personal to you. They aren't. No one is intentionally sexist most of the time in 2019. I believe the Me Too movement has taught the remaining men who are sexist. However, by the way you reacted, I honestly and in the realest way possible truly believe you're a grunt. This guy says that women can't control their emotions and she's gonna write some long response, and this guy proceeds to lose his emotions and write some long response. I'm an outstanding member of society. I know how to treat decent people. Okay, and so am I, but doesn't mean I want random guys messaging me saying, dang, and you really got it dialed in. I find that beyond disrespectful. I never asked what you wanted. So you just assumed? Because that's what you sent me. Nothing was assumed. So don't message random girls. Goodbye. If you message me again, I'm going to report you. F you, stupid woman. I hope you die. Go kill yourself. Look who needs the people skills now. Put the gun in your mouth and point it up. And in case you weren't counting, it took 5 messages to go from, I know how to treat decent people, to, put the gun in your mouth and point it up. Delete this post. You are shaming this beautiful female and it isn't right. Females need to be respected and taken care of. They don't deserve to be humiliated like this. Consider this your last warning. Delete this post or face my wrath. If any female is reading this and feels threatened by this sea of misogyny, then don't hesitate to send me a private message. I'll take you under my cloak and protect you. It's sad. All she needed to do was avoid men like this. But alas, they like guys like this. It's a turn on. All he needed to do was not murder her. Nice victim blaming dude. But he did. All her fault, sadly. Would you say the same if she killed him then? Wouldn't happen. Yeah, why don't women go for nice guys like you? Exactly. So to all my lady viewers out there, you gotta be careful. According to this guy, if you get murdered, well, it's all your fault. Honestly, you had it coming. I'm looking for long term, so some rules. 1. No kids. I'm not looking to carry on some other guy's save file. 2. Live in Essex. 3. Lefties and remainers are a no. Sorry, but not sorry, traitors. 4. Have some god dang social skills. I'm not gonna talk for both of us, so step the F up. 5. If you keep saying, where are all the good guys gone? Well, that's because you effed them all off for some F-tard. 6. If you get triggered by anything sexual, jog on. It's a relationship, not a church. If this is what this guy considers good social skills, then I think a warm jar of mayonnaise would meet this guy's standards. I know you. Is your name blank? WTF? Lol, I guess it is you then. Who is this? How the flip do you know my name? It's blank. I used to sit behind you in the Evo module at the beginning of this year. I'd hear you talk to your friend about your night terrors, and your post history sounded just like you. Just wanted to say hi and see how you're doing. Oh, okay. This is a little odd. What a small world. I have the worst memories, so I'm really sorry, but I can't picture who you are. Did we chat much? Lol, no we didn't, but I always made sure I sat behind you because you were so pretty. And I love hearing the stories you told your friend. They were so interesting. Okay, I've got to be honest, this feels like an invasion of privacy. Lol, don't be like that, babe. You were in a public place. You need to expect that people will listen to you, especially when they're as stunning as you. Nope, I don't like this. If you don't like your privacy being invaded, you should be a bit nicer to me, lol. I could dox you anytime I want. What the F are you talking about? Lol, don't worry, babe. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I'm one of the good guys. If you were with me, I'd always sleep in bed with you and make sure I held you tight to keep the night terrors away. I'd make you feel safe. Right, I don't even know you and you're creeping me the flip out. And just so you know, it's a medical condition. Would you offer to hug away someone's diabetes? Please stop messaging me. This is making me very uncomfortable. Dumb grunt. Can't appreciate it when a guy is nice to you. You whinge on about night terrors and everyone knows they're just nightmares. We all have nightmares. You need to grow the F up, you stupid woman. Hey babe, just want to let you know that I've been physically and digitally stalking you for years. Hope this helps with your night terrors. You're such a beautiful young lady. Wouldn't mind buying you at the slave trade, winky smiley face. What? You said you like dark jokes. Jerk, I was just trying to be nice. Wrong person, sorry, I'm hungover by last night. I didn't even know what kind of beauty I messed up with. I'm actually a gentleman, but you kind of look like the girl I tried to talk to. What? That was r/nice guys versus r/nice girls, and this is r/puppy bloopers. And broke into his home naked after dog. So if you're wondering how someone sends 150,000 texts, they did the math down in the comments. Dog! So if you're wondering how someone sends 150,000 texts, shut up, dog.
What do you want, pupper? What do you want, puppy dog?
That's 73 dog.
Oh, woo. Oh, woo. Oof, cutie patootie. Oh, woo. Oh, woo. Can I finish this post, please? Is that okay with you?
That's 7,300 dog. Welcome to the first ever r/nice guys versus r/nice girls showdown. Today, we're going to look at the top posts over the last months from r/nice guys and r/nice girls and decide which is crazier. So I'm going to add a poll to this video. I want you to vote on who is crazier. Also, let me hear from you down in the comments. And let's start off with r/nice guys. Guess what doesn't work? Writing her poetry and being nice. Guess what else doesn't work? Letting her know she's an effing whore. I guess you can choose your method of dysfunction really, because either way, a whore is going to be an effing whore. That's girls over 10, by the way. Girls over 10? Is this guy calling 11-year-old little girls effing whores? Yes, officer. The post is right over here. Hi, Blank. My name is Blank. I'm starting school in September and looking for a room. Are you still seeking a renter? Hi, yes, available from September 1. I am a 47-year-old Lebanese, cool, nice, and honest gentleman, and looking for a girlfriend roommate. Where are you from, and how old are you? Blank, are you interested? No, thank you, Blank. I'm not looking to be a girlfriend. I misunderstood the posting. My apologies. I am a nice, honest person. Why don't you know me first? I can't believe women are so entitled these days. Why can't a nice Lebanese guy find a beautiful 20-year-old co-ed who will become his passionate hugging slave in exchange for rent money? What has the world come to? Hey. Hi. You need to break up with Khalil. No thanks. I'm so much nicer than him. Is that so? Come over. Definitely a no there. Sorry, bud. Shoot, babe, you want me. I'll treat you so good. I have a boyfriend, lol, go away.
So you only into black guys? It isn't my fault they're taller than me. You're white, so come date someone of your kind, LMAO. No, you're not only into black guys.
No to this conversation.
Babe, did your daddy hurt you? 'Cause you seem like you really don't want to date a guy that looks like him.
My dad is pretty nice.
So why do you only date black guys? Huh?
I don't, lol. I'm dating Khalil because I love him. Something I'm sure you can't understand.
I can't understand why you're dating one of them, not gonna lie.
One of them? OMFG, bye.
He gives you good passionate hugging, but I can give you better. It's not the size of the wave, but the motion of the ocean. Hello? Where did you go? Fine, F you. You can't get me. You can never get me or anyone like me. I'm so much nicer than anyone you know.
Then this nice guy messages the girl's boyfriend.
She doesn't need you.
Okay.
She only likes you 'cause you're black and she wants passionate hugging.
That's YOU''RE.
Athena needs someone that will treat her better.
For sure.
Break up with her and date your kind of person.
Man, if you say so, I better listen.
Lol, dude, leave her alone.
Okay.
She needs someone like me.
I don't know, man. With the amount that this dude is talking about the black boyfriend's member, I'm kind of wondering if he wants them to break up so that he can go date the black boyfriend. Maybe that's what he means by dating his own kind. He doesn't mean race, he means gender.
You being ashamed to send your tit pic is misogynistic. If you were really a feminist, you would be comfortable showing us your body. Breasts are not sexual body parts. They're something everyone has. Don't let your internal misogyny stop you from sending nudes. Boobs are boobs, and you need to learn a thing or two about feminism.
That is some incredible big brain logic. If you don't show me your naked body, it means you hate your naked body, which means you hate women. Sure. On this next post, this is on the account World Paintings, which posts famous paintings from throughout history. This is a painting from William Adolphe Bouguereau. And it's a classical painting of a nude woman, which I can't show you because this is YouTube, but nonetheless, we've got r/nice guys trying to slide into the DMs of a painting. I love you.
Hello, sexy dear friend, how are you?
I kiss your full body.
Beautiful girlfriend, how are you? I like you, I love you. I feel you, and all day, all night, every day, everything, you. I need you, please come to Bangladesh. I receive you.
What do you even say to this? I mean, it's a good painting, but you can tell just by looking at it that it's an oil painting.
Hi, Steph. Please don't leave your Facebook unattended at the Apple store. Some creepy dude was going through your photos, but luckily I stopped him. We should grab coffee sometime because I stopped him. I'm a nice guy. I shot you a message from my own Facebook.
So here's the thing that I'd like to point out. This is kind of subtle, but it's the only thing that makes sense. So how is OP supposed to know that a guy is going through someone else's Facebook profile? You can't just look at someone looking at a Facebook page and know that they're on the wrong account. So there's only two possible explanations. One, OP was carefully watching her for minutes as she logged in, went through her Facebook page, left, then watched someone else get on the computer and slowly scroll through the photos, which means this guy was creeping on her the whole time she was in the store. Or more likely, the creepy dude who was going through the photos was him. Sent at 8:13 a.m. Good morning from PDX. How has your day been greeting you so far? Posted at 8:30 a.m. Sorry to hear that you are too deluded to respond to a hello, but thanks for saving me from meeting a deluded, dumb dick nonetheless. Maybe if you were just as selective with what you put into your face, you wouldn't be one hamburger away from a myocardial infraction. Google it. Lol, food for thought, Bubba, so please keep eating up as we need less deluded buttholes on the earth. Toodles, sunshine, lol. Well, I was waiting until I got off the phone with my mom to acknowledge you, but thanks for showing me that you're r/nice guys material. Google it, lol. By the way, the more you upvote this video, the more likely it is that this dude is gonna find this video when he Googles r/nice guy. Alright, that was it for r/nice guys. Let's move over to r/nice girls. Current relationship status, taken for granted. Sick of being the only nice girl who exists when others need her. Taken for granted? This is like the worst sequel to a Taken movie I've ever heard. Now you listen to me. I have a very specific set of skills. I will find you and move into your apartment and never leave. Hi, hey, babe, hello. Babe, stop ignoring me. Please don't call me babe. We've been over this. I'm your soulmate. You'll never be anything without me. We aren't dating, remember? Also, I'm doing fine right now. Burn in hell, slut. Why? Because I broke up with you and, quote, broke your heart? I'm the best girl you've ever had and we both know it. You'll never get anyone as good as me. That's the point. I'm getting someone better. You're a jerk, do you know that? Yeah, you called me it multiple times. Ugh, just F off. Okay, bye. Wait, babe, I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. Okay. Please, can we just start over? Please. I'll cut things with my current boyfriend and I'll be better. Just please take me back. Fine, be like that. Just because you'll never be as nice as me. My boyfriend was always better than you anyways. Like, jerk, you can't even pay for a girl's dinner at McDonald's, you so poor. WTF. I pity the slut you'll have next. Okay, lol. This lady is saying that no one will be as nice as her while she's trying to cheat on her boyfriend. So I am always single. While I'm only 24, I know I'm going to be alone forever. I rely on dating apps to meet people and we all know they suck. I'm told I'm cute, and while I don't think I'm ugly, I know I'm not attractive enough to attract guys like other women I've seen. I can never find someone that I find physically attractive. All the men I've spoken to via apps that are attractive either only want something casual, no connection, or feelings are not mutual. I don't really care to have passionate hugging, but still, companionship would be nice. I mean, women that are always single usually are able to find a partner in no time. The beautiful ones, at least. If I was attractive, I would attract guys with no problem. I think I'm single due to poor fortune. A, she's unlucky. B, she's picky. C, she's crazy. D, she hasn't met the right guy. E, she doesn't want commitment. F, other. I'm gonna go with F. Maybe it's because you constantly make posts online trashing on guys, being insecure, and telling everyone that you're not really into passionate hugging. Story post, 89 degrees Fahrenheit, baking them in that heat. Yeah, I know, hot like you. Heart, 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 heart. Oh, not to be rude, but I'm not looking for a relationship, lol. Never mind, F you. Bye. Bye, fool. Okay, fine. Man, with girls like these out there, I wonder why this guy isn't looking for a relationship. Dear middle school boys. Oh no. I'm definitely not perfect and my body is not the best body there is, but I'm loyal, not fake, and I'm not the type of girl to talk to other guys. And all I need in return is a guy that will talk to me and make me feel wanted. That's it. I'll wait.
Signed, a middle school girl. Smiley face.
Ah, yes, the middle school years. The years when you will be the horniest and most socially awkward you will ever be in your entire life.
If you're gonna be with me, you gotta understand I'm a very jealous girl. If you're mine, you're only mine. If I question you, it's not because I don't trust you, it's because I've been hurt in the past. I'm very self-conscious, especially about my body, so you will constantly have to remind me I am beautiful and that I am yours. I want a lot of attention, like 24/7. I want cuddles, kisses, hugs, back rubs, booty rubs. Take pictures with me, take pictures of me, take videos with me, take videos of me, show me off. If I'm yours, make it known to the world. Let everyone know I'm yours and you're not sharing, and better believe I'll be letting everyone know. You're mine, and that's final. I want you to tell me you love me when you actually mean it and when you actually love me. Not because that's what every relationship does. I want true and genuine feelings. And if I'm with you, baby, better believe I want you and only you.
Jealous, insecure, vain, and psychotic. Sign me up. So on this next post, OP dated this girl and then she dumped him. And after that, she would frequently get upset at OP, block him, and then later apologize and unblock him. And that's where we come in.
Is it cool if I block you? I mean, we're not gonna be associated with each other anymore.
Wow. Do what you want, Blank.
Okay, I'll block you on Discord too, and Instagram. If we have anything on anywhere else, let me know.
Why are you telling me this? You've never asked before. Why this time?
Just wondering.
Do you want me to tell you to not?
No.
Do you want me to beg?
No.
Do you want attention then?
No.
Do you want to hurt me by saying and asking me this then?
No.
Then why are you asking me this? You know well that it will hurt me. You've never asked before.
I'm asking if it's best.
You just do it. Why do I get a say this time? You never ask. What's changed this time?
Okay, fine. Never mind then.
You're trying to hurt me. And you want me to beg you. I see through you.
Whatever.
There it is. You will never be happy by making someone else sad. Remember that. Always.
You'll miss me. You'll miss me so much that you wouldn't bear it. You would lay in your bed late at night staring up at your ceiling, thinking about me and cry. When you try to get with other girls, you will know that I wasn't the same like the rest. You would wish I was there with you. You will miss me.
What? I'm not the one leaving, and I'm not the one who broke up, so you're the one leaving, and you're the one saying all that.
You still will miss me.
Are you seriously an r/nice girl?
What does that mean?
It means someone who's being like you're being right now. It's the girl equivalent of a nice guy. What is going on through your head right now to say all that you'll miss me stuff?
Good job.
Huh? Good job?
Why are you ignoring me?
What?
Okay, whatever. Goodbye. F you.
What the? So, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just as confused as OP by the end of that. What is she talking about? Is there anyone who speaks fluent crazy who can translate this conversation for me? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, that was the first ever r/nice guys versus r/nice girls showdown. I've put a poll in the upper right hand corner so you can vote on who you think is crazier. Also, let me hear from you down in the comments. If you think nice guys are crazier, let me know why. And if you think nice girls are crazier, let me hear from you why you think that's the case. Welcome to r/nice guys versus r/nice girls, where you get to decide which one is creepier. First, let's start off with r/nice guys. On this next post, the nice guy reached out to a girl on Snapchat asking her to cheat on her boyfriend, so she blocked him. Then he replies with this: "Did you get my Snapchat?
I tried to be nice, but clearly you're not taking the hint. I'm done talking to you. I'm not interested, so don't text me again. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Nope. Please, I'm upset and just want to ask you something. I'd appreciate your advice. Ask. I can't guarantee I'll answer it. What would you advise when getting a girlfriend? I really wanted to meet you and I wish I knew what I did wrong. Everyone tells me I'm too nice and it's a turn off to them. You lost the right to have that answer. I told you no over Snapchat and you just kept pushing me. Hell, you even pushed me to meet you when I told you I have a boyfriend. And when you come here and text me to ask me, figure out what the problem is. Please, blank, I'd appreciate your input. I've just been really sad and down for a while. Figure it out. So apparently, this guy's version of a nice guy is convincing a girl to cheat on her boyfriend and refusing to accept no for an answer. A couple of days ago, I tried to shoot my shot with a girl on blank and slid into her DMs. Everything seemed to be going well. We clicked and were having good convos. She seemed to be interested in me too. Snippet of our conversations in the pic below. We organized a lunch date on the 14th of February, so Valentine's. It was clear we'd be each other's Valentines, right? Valentine's Day came around and we went out on our date today. I thought I'd surprise her with a bouquet of roses, 24 to be more specific, and a couple of small gifts. Needless to say, I spent at least $250 on our first date. Fast forward when I was waiting for her with a bunch of things in my arm. She turned up and didn't quite look like her photos, but that's okay, I still had a date. She looked a tad uncomfortable with the things I got her, and the date was quite awkward. I don't know if it was because of the differences between how we were in real life and online, or if I went overboard with the gifts. I honestly thought she'd enjoy the things I got her. The date ended on a quick note. She took the gifts and bolted without us getting together. You know stuff went wrong when she doesn't want to get together. So here I am, home after the so-called date, and I have yet to receive a message from her. No, thanks for the date, or that was nice, we should go out again sometime. Should I take this as she rejected and ghosted me, or should I try and hit her up some more? Then an admin replies, I don't think your screenshot is a sign of we clicked and we're having good conversations. Let's take a look at those conversations, shall we? Hey, how was your day? It was aight. What you do? Just drive around. Ah, nice. Getting those hours up, I see. What you doing now? Watching a drama with a good guy mate. Wow, mad inv. Can I join or what? So apparently this guy considers that conversation to be sexual chemistry. And then the girl replies, Dude, did our entire conversation fly over your head or what? I made it clear it wasn't a date before it actually happened. It wasn't my intention to even run off with that junk you got me. I just got, date me because I'm nice and have money vibes off you, as if I was going to stay for another minute. I'm giving the roses and jewelry back to you. I don't want it. And then she posts a screenshot of the conversation. So I can get you roses and some other things. Hey man, I've made it clear, just because we're going out for lunch on V-Day, it doesn't mean it's a date. I'm telling you now. Nah, it's fine. Then OP replies, I did so much for you and I don't even have a chance. You won't get a chance with other guys looking like your catfish self. You're lucky I even considered you. You know what? I'm glad you buggered off. Probably effing that good guy mate of yours. He can keep your stanky self. Then the admin replies, Yikes, I had to correct your grammar. Take an effing hint, man. Let's recap. You straight up asked her if you could get her roses, and she said no. So then you got her roses, in addition to other stuff, and then when she peaced out, you publicly shamed her for rejecting you? Dude, that's a yikes for me. Hey, beautiful. May God ignore you like you ignored my greetings. Wow, that took a right-hand turn. Greetings. May rejecting you? Dude, that's a yikes for me. Hey, beautiful.
May God ignore you like you ignored my greetings.
Wow, that took a right hand turn really quickly.
Hey, it's Blank from POF. Thanks for the number, kisses. You're a stunner. So, what are you up to?
Hey, thanks, lol. I'm at work right now. I'll text you when I'm off.
Sounds good, beautiful. You should head to my place when you're off. We can have some fun. Your lips are just, I bet you do amazing things with that mouth. Where do you work? I can meet you there. So, is that a no? Hello?
Remember like 2 seconds ago when I said I was at work and I'd text you when I'm off? I'm still at work. Please stop blowing up my phone. I don't think I'm interested in meeting up with you anymore. Have a good night.
What the F? Why? Because I texted you? You gave me your effing number and I just wanted to be nice and tell you you're beautiful and show my interest in you. Guess that's what the F I get for being a nice guy, right? So what, you're just not gonna answer now? Effing jerk, you're lost. Guessing you're one of those chicks who likes douchebags, aren't you? What the F ever? You're lost.
Reading this guy's text was like watching a guy fall down a flight of stairs.
What's your favorite heavy metal to listen to while knitting?
I don't listen to music while I knit. I'm usually watching TV or listening to a book.
Yeah, it was my attempt at being clever, but your soul is dead and you can't detect a genuinely constructed comment unless it comes in your and walks out the door.
You asked me a question about what I listened to while knitting, and I answered. If you wanted to know what bands I liked, you should have asked differently. And because I didn't answer the way you wanted, you think you can insult me and hurt my feelings, then feel like a big man you desperately want to be. Next time, how about acting like a human instead of flying off the handle? Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of response this guy expected. Who would listen to heavy metal while knitting? Headbanging while knitting seems like a great way to lose an eye.
Yo, how do I steal a girl I like from a guy? Some context. The guy is a stranger who I don't know or care about. He seems like a dick. He's definitely using her. I saw the girl first. I've also known her longer, which means he technically stole her from me. Any advice is greatly appreciated.
Does this guy think the world of dating literally works on the dib system? Like, oh, this girl's mine. I claim her. I saw her first. Mine, all mine. She's mine. Not yours. I get her. She's mine. My property. All mine.
Actually, I just want to say you're so pretty. I actually had a huge crush on you in freshman year.
Oh, thank you, but I just want to be honest and say that I'm not ready for a relationship.
Oh, but I'll treat you well, winky face. If you want, we can take it slow and just hang out and be friends. Fine, F you, grunt. I was just trying to be nice. Don't have to ignore me like that.
Huh? I took a shower and was cooking. It's only been like 40 minutes, lol.
Piece of shit.
And this guy thinks he treats women well? Sure thing, buddy. That was r/nice guys, and now let's move into r/nice girls.
Hey, I'm sure you get a lot of messages on here from girls who are only interested in intercourse, but I'm not like that. If you like, I'm free this weekend to get coffee and just talk. Smiley face. I'd love to get to know you, XX.
Oh, I'm flattered, but I'm gay, so I'm not interested in meeting up with any girls. Sorry.
That's unfortunate. Are you sure about that? You seem like such a great guy, and I'm sick of being treated so badly by F-boys, LMAO.
I'm 100% sure that I like men. I'm sorry you've had bad luck with men, but you're not going to find what you want with me.
I mean, you won't just meet up once. I'm a good person, and I'm sure we'd have a great conversation if you gave me one chance.
Look, I'm a gay man. I bang men, and I'm not attracted to women, so I don't see the point. I'm sure you'll find a guy who's interested. It just isn't me.
No need to be rude. Your sexuality could always change if you were more open-minded, but I guess you're not.
1, I like being gay. 2, if this were the other way around and I was a straight guy trying to convince a lesbian that she hasn't been with the right guy yet, I'd be considered creepy. So why is it okay for you to do the same to gay men?
You know what? I think I can do better than you anyways. F off back to China. You're just like all the other men, disrespectful. I bet you only work out so much to make up for your small dong, LMAO, bye.
Lol, okay.
To make up small.
I love the insult in the end, like, oh no, a woman has rejected me, a gay man. Now I need to go cry into a pillow.
Yes, I cheated on blank. Did he deserve that? Absolutely not. Yes, it was wrong. But at the end of the day, it was my fault to get into another relationship. That was my fault. Like, I really should have just rejected him and been like, nah, I'm good. But what happened is done. That's that. There's really no effing need at all to drag this stuff out. He should have also known not to get too attached to me, cause at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I wanna do, how I wanna do, and when I wanna do it. We should have stayed away from each other, to be honest, but what's done is done. Can't do anything about it now.
Lady, did you really just say it's his fault for getting attached? That's how relationships work.
Do you know where my friends could grab coke?
Sorry, I don't.
Aw, I thought you would. How are you doing? I needs cocaine. Been seeing a guy for a year now. His name's David. He's 30 and has a son and a car and a job. And he's awesome. He never complains when I flip out at him. Lol, so perfect. You dare ignore me, you fat loser. LMAO, you're a fat, ugly loser, lol. You think you're too good for me? Joke. F you, fatty.
LMAO, you should probably lay off the coke.
You should lay off the chips. Gaga. I've only done coke 3 times. Doesn't matter what drugs you do when you're born, psycho. Wahahaha, Winona Earp. That's what I'm watching. Not like you care, you woo bastard.
This girl laughs like Mr. Krabs.
Hey, I just wanted to talk about yesterday.
Hey, go on. I'm a bit busy right now, so just write it out and I'll read it and respond later, alright?
If you say so. So I just want to understand. We go out, have dinner, have a nice walk. We talk, and we obviously liked each other. I invite you over to me and you come along. We talk more, we drink more, and I'm getting nice and drunk. Everything good so far, yes? I'm more drunk than you, and I make it clear I want intercourse, but you wouldn't bang me because I want you to be sober when we have intercourse. The F is wrong with you. I bet if I wasn't such a nice person, you wouldn't have waited a minute to stick your dong in my vajango and bang me. Why does nobody ever want to bang? And even worse, I already prepared myself for it. I shave my vajango and even my effing butt to be nice and clean. I shave my legs. I even push an effing plug up my butt to be ready for intercourse. But oh no, drunk sex is not cool anymore. Duh, what an idiot I am, right? Am I that ugly to you? Did my vajango stink all the way up that you got so disgusted with me? You didn't even try to accidentally touch my breast or butt while we were walking. WTF? Vanessa told me you're a cool dude. Let me guess. Vanessa's a good lay, right? I bet Vanessa got her brains effed out. If I were blonde and effing beautiful as she, you would have immediately licked my vajango and don't even try to deny it. Sluts always get you guys and we never get anything. I hate you and wasted my effing day and got nothing.
Okay. Dude, you didn't just dodge a bullet. You dodged an 18-wheeler carrying crates and crates of bullets.
If a real guy wants to talk to me, then he will.
But not the other way around?
No, because I'm not desperate. I'll message a guy first after I see he puts in some effort. Lol, I'm not out here chasing guys. I want a man who can get the balls to talk to me. Simple as that. Clearly, you can't.
Excuse me?
You're trying to tell me that I have to chase after you, and that's not happening. I'm not the man.
Or perhaps I hold myself at a higher level of respect than to chase someone with an obvious sense of entitlement, who definitely doesn't deserve me and all I bring to the table. I tried, and you seem nice on the outside, but I'm going to cut it off here. Have a good life.
When a man is dealing with 2 women, he'll always stay with the one who has a weak mind.
The weak-minded one will think she's won because she's with him, but the whole time he's wishing he was with a strong woman. But he's too scared to be with the strong woman because he's a weak tool.
Ugh, man, this grape is sour.
I've realized with the help of Blank's TikTok that dudes are 1 out of 9 times gonna go for the basic girl. Even if you're prettier than her or like have a better personality, and they do this purely based on the fact that it's simple basic girls are just like every other girl. So it's not like they can hurt you, no, but you can hurt them emotionally. And what I say to this is, how do you know who the basic girls are and that you're not one of them? Life is simply full of mysteries, and if you read this, you're dumb because, to be honest, I'm kind of wasting your time here, but like if you read...
OP, I can answer that question for you. If you write posts like this seriously, then you're a basic girl.
Sasha. Oh, Flago. Durango.
On this next post, OP's delivery girl thought he was hot, so she texted the number after delivering the food. He was gonna smash until this happened. Lol, well, I can't say the same. Everyone has their flaws, and I'm sure my ex is talking garbage on my name. I know my ex-fiancé is definitely throwing shade on my name, but I'll give him a pass because of what I did. Lol, what did you do? My ex and I got into a big fight after I moved to Lakeland back in May for a bit, so I was like, F you. I'm gonna find someone better, and we broke up, so I went on Tinder, banged some dude, and got engaged to this random dude to piss off my ex. And then admitted after like a month I didn't have feelings for this kid, so yeah, crying while laughing emojis. Lol, I see. Like, I really got engaged to this kid, met his family and everything, and didn't even love him. My pettiness will go to extreme measures at times, I ain't even gonna lie. This lady isn't just a red flag, she's a red flag factory. That was r/nice guys versus r/nice girls, and let me know down in the comments which one you thought was cringier. Welcome to r/I don't work here lady, where an entitled woman gets beaten up by a combat veteran. Background, I'm a small Chinese woman living in a predominantly white neighborhood. Our house has a large front yard, and we like to do the gardening ourselves. I don't speak with an accent, and I usually use a very English name for easy communication. I called for a free estimate from a local duct cleaning service and scheduled it on Saturday. My mom and I were in the front yard planting flowers and de-weeding, chatting family stuff in our own language while enjoying the nice weather outside. We were in full gardening gear, complete with straw hats and rain boots with face masks on. A white truck with a trailer drove up and a middle-aged man jumped out. He waves me down. Hey, where is the owner of the house? I pulled down my mask. Oh, you must be the duct cleaning service. Please come in with me. No, I need to speak with the landlord. I am the landlord. Do you need to come in the house for the estimate? The guy cuts me off. No, I need to speak to the person who made the call. I pull out my phone. Okay, hold on. And I dial the company number. He pulls out the phone. See, the landlord is calling me. Hi, I'm OP. I'm standing right in front of you. I don't think I'll be needing your services today. Goodbye. The guy stood there dumbstruck for a moment, then sulkily walked back to his truck and left. My mom looked at me confused and asked in Chinese, what was that? I shrugged and answered, looks like we need to call another duct cleaning company. Ma'am, I'm sorry for being sexist. And or racist. Actually, I was being an ist in so many different ways, I'm not exactly sure which one offended you the most. Can I please still have your business? Our next Reddit post is from Fluffle45. My husband works for a pretty prestigious university as the director of student life. He oversees a decent-sized staff, and their work encompasses all manner of student activities, groups, Greek life, etc.
A little background before I get to the incident. A few months ago, we were expecting our baby. Most people on campus knew this and knew that my husband, let's call him Joe, would be taking paternity leave. When the big day came, I called him at work and told him, it's go time, meet me at the hospital. And he dropped everything and ran out the door, as you do. In the delivery room, we had plenty of downtime, so from time to time, he checked his work email while I rested. He's looking through it and goes, what the F? A professor wrote him the most caustic, unhinged rant, saying, basically, I came into your office to see you about a matter concerning my students, and you weren't there, despite the department hours clearly stating 8 to 5. This is unacceptable and unprofessional. Contact me immediately, etc. He lulled and said, won't she feel silly when she gets his out-of-office reply? But no. 10 minutes later, she's harassing him again. Finally, he sent her a very terse reply, and it seemed that was the end of that, but not for long. Every day for the next week, this professor came into the office demanding to know if Joe was there. More than one tear was shed by the staff during this time. I don't know exactly what she was saying or why no one else could do what she needed. The staff was kind enough not to burden Joe with this while he was on paternity leave. But reports are it was like having an angry Dementor come through. On the first day Joe returned to work, he got to meet this professor face to face. He was in his office, on FaceTime with me actually, when yelling erupts from down the hall. Uh-oh, he says to me. Bet that's her. We hung up, and what conversation happened in that office can only be imagined. Or maybe he told me and I forgot. Hashtag newborn life. But by all accounts, she was cantankerous, irate, and incorrect in what she was trying to do, and could not be told otherwise. As he is in charge of the department, but not of her, he could only put his foot down on the request, but not the behavior. Finally, she left, and the whole situation was done and dusted, finished and forgotten. But again, not for long. Fast forward to yesterday. I decided to pop in with a baby to surprise him, and hopefully we could go to lunch. Also, show off the baby, of course. When we arrived, it was squeeze all around from the office staff, and one of the ladies took the baby for a tour around the building. I've been holding that kid for 3 months straight, so I was happy to let her. Joe's admin assistant told me he was in a meeting for another 10 minutes or so, and then she went off on the baby world tour. So I decided to sit in his office and enjoy merciful silence, but, and you guessed it, not for long. Enter the professor from heck. I knew it was her before she said one word. She looked like an ivory tower Karen with an "I want to talk to your dean" hairdo. Does nobody do any work around here? This is outrageous. Where's the administration assistant? Why is Joe even on the payroll if he is never here? Go find him. What? Oh my effing gosh. Are you too effing hungover to accept simple direction? What the F is wrong with you? I'd kick your butt out of class looking like that. I don't care where he is. Go and get Joe. Oh, you think I'm a student? She says mockingly. Oh, I'm gonna pretend I'm not a student now sitting in the office with the university sweatshirt and a book bag. What group are you in? Because Joe will be very interested to hear how inept you are. I'm like, book bag? Oh yeah, diaper bag, lol. At this point, I decide to ride this out and hope he comes back and sees it in progress. Okay, let's say I'm a student. Why do you think I work here? That was exactly the wrong, or right, depending on your point of view, thing to say. This lady came undone in a torrent of maniacal hissing and shrieking. Her vitriol knew no bounds as she directed it at me, the office staff, my husband, all students except hers, the building itself. I've never seen such a tantrum. Give the baby a few years. As she's having her meltdown, I moved out of the... Give the baby a few years. As she's having her meltdown, I moved out of the chair where I'd been sitting and sidled up to a photo of our wedding that Joe hung up. I leaned against the wall like a laconic cowboy with my foot up, arms folded, smirking. Unsurprisingly, she didn't notice the similarities between the beaming bride and the dumpy, sleep-deprived chick standing before her, but I remained committed to the con. After several moments of a non-stop torrent of verbal abuse, "Joe's not even fit for community college. How the F did he get a job here?" was the one that made me chortle. She didn't like that much. I hear a flurry of footsteps come flying down the hall. The admin assistant comes sliding through the door like Kramer, face white as a sheet. I ask her if Joe Jr. is okay. Another coworker had him in another office because they heard the crazy professor and didn't want his baby self to learn what madness lurks in the world at such a tender age. She has exactly enough time to answer yes before the professor unleashes the Kraken in her direction, vis-a-vis the ineptitude of moi, clutch pearls. The admin assistant says, "Wait, what are you talking about? That's Joe's wife." Me, still posed like the Marlboro Man, points at my picture. And right on cue, here comes the man of the hour, Joe, complete with Joe Jr. in arm. The coworker holding the baby had called his cell phone and told him what was happening and to get back here ASAP. Joe was livid, but that eerie, scary sort that is a schadenfreude lover's delight when directed at a deserving recipient. He handed me the baby and asked if I was alright, then turned to the professor. "Get out. Do not come back until I spoke to your department chair. I'm going to lunch." And then I say, "Boy, do I have a story to tell you." And out the door we swept, off to lunch, where we got pizza and migraines from laughing so hard. So I actually know people who work in universities, and I've heard some real horror stories. From what I've heard, yes, professors really can be this egotistical. Have any of you had similar encounters with insanely entitled professors? If so, I want to hear from you down in the comments. Our next Reddit post is from Hema and Horses. Some background before I start. I am in my 30s, have a bit of gray in my beard, and regularly wear my hair in a ponytail. I retired from the military, and after a lifetime of being a non-commissioned officer, apparently have an air of, I know what I'm doing, even when I clearly do not know what I'm doing. Add to this that my primary job is horse training for dressage, so I tend to dress up a bit due to the nature of my clientele. What this means is that it is very common for me to be wearing slacks, a button-down shirt, and a waistcoat. I get mistaken as management fairly often, though greater than 90% of the time, the people I'm interacting with simply apologize and go on their merry way. Every once in a while, it goes much worse. This happened about 3 weeks ago. I had to have one of the rescue horses euthanized due to an injury that his emaciated body simply couldn't recover from. And this happened about a month after my elderly mare, who was the best horse I've ever had the honor of knowing, had passed due to age. Suffice it to say, I was in a funk, but needs must, so off to the market I went for dinner supplies. As I'm browsing the shelves looking for an item I can no longer recall, I hear someone clear their throat in the obvious, "Give me your attention" way. Assuming that I'm in the way of their buggy, I step closer to the shelves without looking up. Cue a second, louder throat clearing. I make the mistake of glancing in the direction of the sound. What I see is a stereotypical Karen standing behind her buggy, arms crossed, and looking at me very disapprovingly. While I don't recall exactly what was said through the entirety of our interaction, a good portion of it is burned into my memory. "Now you acknowledge me. I've been standing here for 10 minutes. Huh? You gonna help me or not? Well, given how rude you're being when we've just met, I would rather not. How dare you speak to a customer like that? What's wrong with you? At this point, I briefly worry that she's one of my clients at the stable, but quickly decide that if she is, then I can stand losing her. Me still thinking she might be a new client, but knowing that I always let them all know to address concerns at the stable directly or via my professional phone number. I'm not working at the moment, so if you've got a problem, just leave me a message or swing by the office tomorrow. This needs to be addressed right now. Unsure of the exact wording here, but that was the gist of it. Well, I doubt that. She proceeds to prattle on about a rude employee who wouldn't get her some item, and now it was no wonder since management was the same way. This is the point where I finally clue in. I believe you're mistaken, as I don't work here. I don't care if you're on break. You're the manager. Do your job. I say slowly and deliberately. I did not say I was on break. I said that I do not work here. Yes, you do, but you won't for long. Give me your regional manager's number right now. I laugh. Right, I'll get right on that for you. Saw it off. She sputters about rudeness and how loyal a customer she is, etc., etc. I reiterate one last time that I don't work there, decide that whatever I was looking for is probably unnecessary, and turn to walk away. This is where she screws up big time. After multiple combat tours, I don't deal well with large public spaces as it is, and I deal even less well with being pushed, grabbed, pulled, or other very sudden actions directed at me. She comes up behind me, grabs my right shoulder, and attempts to turn me around. I know she was talking and yelling at the time, but I don't know what she was saying. Out of reflex upon feeling the pull on my shoulder, I rotate my arm around hers, trap her hand with my other hand, and step through while pulling. This puts her face first on the floor, and I've got her arm levered behind her with my knee on her back. As soon as I became aware, maybe 2 seconds after the initial grab, I let go, step back, and figure I'm screwed. She starts bawling about my breaking her arm. It wasn't. There was no actual damage to her except a bruise where her face hit the floor, which causes an employee to come running. He asks if she is okay and what happened. She screams about how she was just asking for help and I grabbed her and threw her down. He looks at me. He knows me because this is near my home and I'm there weekly. And I tell him to get a manager and to call the police. The shift manager arrives before the employee can even take 2 steps and asks what happened. As this manager knows me very well, I teach his daughter to ride and we hang out fairly often. He hears what she says and responds with, "When the police get here, they can review the security video." Then asks the employee to escort me to the manager's office until the police arrive. At this point, I'm figuring that I am well and truly buggered. About 10 minutes later, still waiting for the police to arrive, I hear a commotion. Karen slams the door open and proceeds to scream at me at the top of her lungs. The first thought in my head was, well, I'm done. I stand up, square my shoulders, and turn on my sergeant voice. "Quiet, you ragged grunt. You assaulted me. You grabbed and pulled me. I didn't survive 3 tours of combat just to be treated like trash in a supermarket. Is that how you treat all the people around you? Or just the ones you think are below you because they work in a place like this?" At this point, she is silent and has gone full deer in headlights like a private who just got off the bus at basic training. I continue, not noticing that there are now 2 police officers nearby. Nothing gives you the right to treat people like trash, let alone put your grubby hands on them. You've probably gotten away with it before. It's just your sodding luck to have put your hands on a veteran with PTSD this time. Now sit the F down and don't open your cock holster until someone asks you to. She sits, quickly and quietly. The officers enter the room fully and I sit back down. One of them takes her out of the office. The other closes the door and asks me for my version of what happened. After I finish, he steps out, confers with his partner, then they speak to the manager and toddle off to watch the security video. A few minutes later, they walk back in the office. I assume I'm to be arrested, so I turn about and put my hands behind my back because I don't want to give them any reason to view me as a threat. They then ask if I want to press charges. I turn around, see that they have her in cuffs. They explain that when they came out from seeing the video, she verbally assaulted one of them, then spit in his face when he told her that she could not press charges because she was the aggressor. They were arresting her for assaulting the officer and wanted to know if I wanted to press charges for her assault on me. I was tired, I was hungry, and I just wanted to go home. I told them as much and they left. My buddy, the manager, came in after that and gave me a ride home because I was really in no shape to be driving. So here's a life pro tip for you. Don't assault combat veterans. Not only will they absolutely wipe the floor with you, but you're also going to come off looking like an absolute D-bag. Our next Reddit post is from Vita Est. I work at a hospital as an ER nurse, which means when I start at 7 a.m., by 9 in the morning, all the flips I possess are gone. And by the end of my 12.5-hour shift, I'm pretty much just done with people in general. Don't get me wrong, I love my job, but fighting Darwinism can be exhausting. So after a rather grueling shift, I stopped by the grocery store for dinner. I'm tired and feeling super lazy at this point, so even though I'm only grabbing a couple of things, I use a regular cart, cause I can lean on it. I do my shopping, pay for my goods, and head out to my truck. Just to inform, no khakis were involved here. Store employees wear dark brown slacks, white collared shirts, and ties. I was wearing an incredible scrub top, yes, the animated movie, no, you can't judge me, and bright blue scrub pants. After loading my groceries, I, of course, returned my wheeled crutch, shopping cart, to the corral and returned to my truck when I see a harpy with a resting jerk face that would make Lois from Malcolm in the Middle proud screams across the lot. "Boy, I'm done. You can take my cart now." Huh? I know I look young, but really? Boy? "Come over here and take my cart." Yeah, I don't work here. Sorry. "Just do your dang job and take my cart." That's gonna be a hard no from me. Sorry. I start again back towards my truck. Harpy at this point decides to thrust her cart towards me. It rolls, as carts with wheels are wont to do, and to me, it's like a train wreck. I want to look away, but I can't. I'm mesmerized by the free range movement of this cart as it runs right into a Jaguar. A nice, clean one, with dealer plaques still on where the license plate should be. And a woman who totally looked like a Karen, you know the type, just getting out. The Karen obviously starts screaming and hollering as only a Karen can. Harpy is trying to blame me for not running out to catch the cart. I'm trying very hard not to start laughing. I finally get back to my truck as Harpy is screaming at me to stop because this is my fault, cause I should have collected her cart in the first place. The last thing I heard before closing my door and driving off was the Karen screaming at Harpy about how he's effing wearing scrubs. How could any idiot think he works here? I think this was the first time I've ever rooted for a Karen. That was r/I don't work here lady, and if you enjoyed my content, please like and subscribe to this video because it honestly really helps me out. Welcome to r/I don't work here lady, where entitled customers try to kidnap a little girl. So I work as an armed guard for an armed truck service. For those of you who don't know, we're responsible for picking up money and checks from other businesses, i.e. banks, stores, restaurants, etc. As part of my job is handling large amounts of cash, I carry a sidearm or handgun for those not into guns in order to protect myself and the money. Where I live, you have to have what's called a concealed carry permit to have such a firearm outside of work hours, which I have.
So I am on my way home and have to stop at the store to pick up dinner for myself. The store I go to has employees that wear a blue polo and tan pants. My uniform is black pants and red polo with company name on it. And as I had just got off work, I still have my name badge on and sidearm in its holster on my hip. Cue crazy lady. I'm browsing the freezer aisle and she stops me and starts to ask where product Z is. She stops dead in her tracks as she sees my gun in its holster, stops talking and fast walks out of the aisle. I just assume she realized I don't work there and left to find someone who does. I go about my business and proceed up to the cashier line. As I'm waiting to get up to the checkout, in comes a swarm of about 8 police officers. They come straight to me with crazy lady behind shouting, "That's him! That's the guy with the gun!" They point their guns at me and order my hands up. I drop what I have and comply. I state that I work for Company Z and that I have a permit for my weapon. They lower and holster their guns after the commotion and apologize for the confusion, but said they got a call about a guy walking around the store waving a gun around. I say I'm sorry, but since I have been here, my gun has been holstered, never left the holster. They turn to the lady and ask if it's true that I never took my gun out of the holster. She yells that I'm lying and that I can't have a gun in the store anyway. They, of course, go and check the security footage and see that I did nothing wrong and let me go on about my business and apologize again for the misunderstanding. They then turn around and handcuff the lady who called and told her she is being arrested for misusing the 911 system and inciting panic. Not sure this entirely belongs here, and I am open to comments. To be honest, while reading this story, I thought this entitled Karen was going to walk away completely scot-free, but I am so glad that she got arrested. What she did was so insanely dangerous, she 100% risked OP's life. Our next story is from Flex Tape Girl. This was about 3 years ago, but my aunt recently brought it up, so I thought I'd share. This was a horrid experience, but I now look back and laugh. I was 14 and was visiting my aunt and uncle over the summer. My aunt works at the drugstore a few blocks away. One day, I had to get some feminine products as I had run out. So, I decided I'd bring some lunch and eat with my aunt on her lunch break. I went straight to the feminine products and in my haste accidentally knocked some down, so I had squatted down to pick them up. Note, I also had my earbuds in, listening to music. I was on the floor for maybe a minute when I was forcefully pulled up to a standing position. I turned and was met with a barbecue-stained shirt. Looked up, I realized the guy wearing it was very angry and still holding on to my arm. He then started angrily ranting about how I shouldn't be wearing earbuds at work and should listen when someone was speaking to me. I gruffly say, "I don't work here, go find someone else," and pulled my arm from his grip. Suddenly, he's furious. He grabs my arm and starts pulling me to the front, saying he's going to get me fired for being such a rude jerk. I was literally being dragged against my will, so I start screaming, "Help! I'm being sexually assaulted! He's trying to kidnap me!" He told me to shut up and still wouldn't let go. People finally start coming around the corner as we get to the cash register. The lady there is horrified and tells him to let go of me and she is going to call the cops. He doesn't let go of me, but realizes he's gonna be in trouble. So in an effort to cover his butt, he starts saying that I'm his daughter and I was trying to steal, and his wife is right here to prove it. His wife looks a little shocked, but quickly composes herself. She then marches right up to me and slaps me, saying, "I didn't raise my daughter to steal." They turn, still pulling me along, to leave. The whole time, I am utterly horrified and didn't really say anything. At this point, my aunt comes from the back room and is utterly shocked. She starts screaming to let go of me. They start yelling that they are just disciplining their daughter. My aunt screams back that I'm her niece and that they are going to jail. The guy quickly let go of me and literally runs for the exit.
The cashier lady followed them out, yelling at them. Turned out the cops had just pulled up outside and arrested them. I stayed in the back room as I was freaking out, but my aunt talked to the cops and pressed charges. They charged with assault, attempted kidnapping, theft. They took their unpaid items with them when they ran, and something else that I can't remember. I know the guy got 18 months in jail and a fine, and the woman got a huge fine. Hey guys, have you ever accidentally kidnapped a teenage girl because you put yourself in an awkward social situation and you're in too deep to just let it go? So you just have to double down and kidnap a minor? Yeah, don't you just hate it when that happens? And as ridiculous as this story is, I've really got to give props to that guy's wife in this story. I mean, she's probably like looking at candy bars and then all of a sudden, for unknown reason, her husband is kidnapping a little girl and she just rolls with it. Talk about standing by her man. That woman is a keeper. Our next story is from Pennywise1235. I had an I don't work here lady moment yesterday. I'm in HVAC school right now, so I get out mid-afternoon most days. Yesterday, I get a call saying my brand new recliner chair was ready for pickup from the furniture warehouse. I ordered it a month ago and it just got to the distribution center. So I booked it over after class and thought about how great it would be to have a chair that's mine again and not falling apart. My current one is 14 years old and my daughters tend to claim it when I get up for more than 10 seconds. That being said, I get to the warehouse, go in, and get the order processed for pickup and back my truck to the bay door and wait, as told by customer service. Thus, the incidents. Older entitled dude pulls up in a very nice, very well-polished Cadillac right next to me, 2 spaces over from bay doors, and sits there. Looks around for a minute, sees me leaning on the tailgate of my truck, and stares at me for probably 30 seconds before he loses patience. I am obliviously looking at my phone and waiting for delivery of my chair. Hey! He yells this through his rolled down car windows. I heard his yelling, but didn't care enough to look up. Hey, I know you can hear me. He lays on the car horn at this point. What? Come here now. No, I'm good. Stupid little lazy doo-doo, get over here and get my furniture order. Okay, this can't really be happening, so I sauntered over. What the heck are you barking about, and why are you yelling at me? Because I'm a paying customer, and you're not being paid to sit on your butt, so get in there and get my furniture now. Okay, now I get it. You think I work here? Well, I don't. Yes, you do. You're dressed like a dirty warehouse worker. You're just being a lazy, entitled butthole. Keep in mind, this guy is yelling at me, calling me crazy and entitled while sitting in an $80,000 car. Look, old man, if you want your furniture processed, you have to go inside like everyone else and get the customer service people to process it. There ain't curbside service here. This is your last warning, punk. Go get my furniture. Okay, I'm gonna go back to wait for my stuff now. Right about then, the bay door opens and an actual employee comes out with my chair on a dolly. Employee is wearing shorts, sneakers, a harness, and a t-shirt that says the furniture store on it. I'm in a hoodie, long work pants, and boots, so no actual resemblance to the employee. Employee helps me load the chair still boxed up into my truck, and I sign the sales receipt for it. Meanwhile, older entitled dude has finally gotten out and is stalling his way over, complaining to the heavens over all the injustices of the world and how millennials are ruining everything. I guess I'm a millennial now, even though I'm over 40 and my beard is going gray. I got the chair all strapped down and hopped out of my truck bed, shook the actual employee's hand, and got in and started my truck. Employee must have been used to the insanity of entitled customers because he was completely ignoring the older entitled dude. Instead, he just pushed the dolly back in and closed the bay door. Older entitled dude was hollering and cussing up a storm as he started up and drove away. Not the most satisfying story, but still ended with a smile on my face. I think the only responsible thing for OP to do in that situation is to actually help him load the furniture, but in the process, make sure to ding up and scratch his $80,000 Cadillac as much as possible. Our next story is from Smokewater. This just happened today. I'm at my local Wally World, Walmart, dressed in my Hawaiian shirt, shorts, and just not looking anything like an employee of Walmart. I am with my cart, grabbing chips and salsa for a gathering I have this evening. A nice gal of about 5 foot nothing asked me to help her get some chips from the upper shelf. Why is it the shelves for the chips are always empty at this Walmart? I, being 6'6", get asked often to grab things from the high shelves. I feel for you vertically challenged folks. So I grab the chips and pass them to her. She thanks me and goes on her way. Then it happens. The huff. I turn and see another woman. She says, "Now that you're done flirting, where can I find the batteries?" I chuckle and say, "Well, what kind?" She cuts me off and starts clapping. "Where are the batteries?" I then say, "I'm sorry, you don't need to clap. I don't work here." She cuts me off again and says, "Don't have me get your manager. Where are the batteries?" Now, I knew what she was asking, but being that I hate clappers, it's the rudest form of communication possible. I say, "They are over in the automotive section. Just talk to one of the service techs out there," and she storms off. I continue my shopping when about 5 minutes later, I hear the scream. "That's not what I wanted! Where is that butthole associate?" I start grinning. Here it comes. She hunts me down and says, "They only have car batteries there. I wanted small batteries for electronics." I look at her, I smile, and then say, "You were not specific." Her mouth drops open. She gasps like I just stole all the oxygen from the area. She then says, "Where is your manager?" Now, I work remotely for my company. My manager works in a different state. I say to her, "Likely in St. Louis." As I tried to tell you, lady, I don't work here. I then turn and walk away while she spews hate and vulgarity in my direction. I am calling it a good day. Don't clap at me. I'm not performing for you. OP in this story says he hates clappers like it's a common thing that happens to him in life. Is this something that people do? I have literally never seen someone do this in real life. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever come across a clapper like this. Our next story is from Mozilla the Laptop Killer. This will be a stretch fit for this sub, but it's a good story. I used to be a service consultant at a Mercedes-Benz dealership. A guy in his 20s just bought an older car and comes in for the first time, so I help him out. I get all his info and create a new customer profile in our database. This takes about 5 to 10 minutes, so I usually casually talk to the customer during the process. I notice he looks tired as heck, so I ask him if he worked third shift or something, since it's about 8 a.m. He mentions he's been up all night as a bodyguard for his wife. He hands me a camouflage business card with her camgirl name and web address all over it. He casually mentions, "If you ever get feeling a little lonely, give her a look online. She does Skype shows, phone calls, and other stuff too." I put the card on my desk. He signs the repair order, and I verify the phone number I'll need to call later that day to get approval for repairs. A few hours later, after the technician has diagnosed the car's problem, I call the number and a woman answers. We'll refer to her as Cam Girl. "Hey there, it's OP from Mercedes." The Cam Girl in a quiet, bedroomy voice. "Did you send the picture?" "I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean." "You're supposed to send me a picture of yourself before we start playing. Then maybe we'll meet up." I apologize again, but I don't know what you're talking about. I started to wonder if I dialed the wrong number. Right here, I realize this is the wife and she thinks I'm trying to party. "This is OP from the Mercedes-Benz dealership. I'm calling about your Mercedes-Benz. Your car needs serviced, not me." Camgirl's voice changes instantly and she starts talking normally. "Oh, so what's going on with the car?" After the call, I took the business card and ran back to the shop to tell all the techs what happened. Our next story is from NGA Mako. I work as a substitute teacher at various local high schools. I am 24, but obviously look younger according to this teacher. The angry teacher said, "Why aren't you in uniform and no phones during school?" I thought he was talking to a student, so I ignored him. "Excuse me, don't ignore me," he said as he snatched my phone out of my hand. "What the freak? Give that back. I'm not a student." "That's detention for swearing at a teacher. You will get your phone back at the end of the day. Now you will come down to the office and tell the principal about how disrespectful you are being." By this point, I thought it would be funnier to let him complain to the principal, who I play netball with, and watch his reaction. He was raging, saying I deserved to be suspended and that students always had their phones out, yada yada. The principal and I were just trying not to laugh before she told him I was a teacher too. "Now give me my phone back. Don't you have a class to teach? Because I do." I have never seen anyone go so red. That was r/I don't work here lady, and allow me to formally apologize for that terrible sexy bedroom voice.